Hey YouTube, this is FFPower 1. I'm going to bring you another battery power bank, power supply. The reason I like these are because the need for some battery backup at your house is great. A lot of people are worried about brownouts, blackouts. Definitely if you're in Florida or hurricanes, if you're along the coast, hurricanes or tornadoes, having some power is important. Now, I have never really come out and said this is the best one, because the best one is the best one for you. I talk to people that can afford $300–400. I talk to people that can afford $2,000, and I talk to people that say, I don't care how much it costs me. What one is the best for me? So, if you have a need for one of these, you need to email me, southernprepper1@yahoo.com, and we will personally talk on the phone and pick out the best one for you. Because I can't say buy this one, because I've talked to people this week that can only afford $300 or $400. I found one that worked for them. So, how much you want to run, if you have the means to recharge it with permanent solar panels outside, or if you're going to have to use one of the foldable ones. The foldable ones are great, but they're not waterproof, so you got to take them in at night. If you have a generator, if you have the capacity to charge this also with a generator, we have so many options. Your fit. I have to talk to you. I'm not going to say buy this one, because there could be another one that's better for you to fit your price. So let's get right into this. If you look at this one, you say, Dave, I thought you reviewed this. Yes, I've reviewed one just like it. They've changed the name. I like the other one. I'm not going to name it right now, because this one I'm reviewing, this is FFPower. This unit right here meets every criteria I have for a good power box. If you can see the lights on, this building has no power. I power everything in my shop with power boxes. Very soon I'll have the solar on the roof finished, and I can have power easier than using this. So I use these every day. If I need to run a piece of equipment, I run it off a power box. So I'm probably the only YouTubers that use them, because I have to use them every day, because I have no grid power coming into here. So this unit, I have nothing negative to say about it. I've used it and used it and used it. I've used most of them, some 30–40 cycles. This one probably only has about 10 to 12 cycles, complete cycles on it. There's a lot of days that it might only go down 20–30%, and I can chop it off. But I have taken it way down using grinders and different drills, sanders, whatever. So let's get right into it. This one is FFPower. I'll put the link in there so you can see. Full disclosure, I make zero off of any power box. I don't accept it. I'm not signed up for their affiliate plan. The reason is I get so many. I want to be faithful and true to you guys and not push a particular one because, oh, they pay me 10% instead of 5%. I make nothing, absolutely nothing off the power boxes. This one right here has a pure sine wave inverter. So there's check one, pure sine wave inverter. The inverter is rated at 2,000 watts, so it can handle 2,000 watts of draw onto the system, onto the inverter. It also has a built-in to go up to 4,000 peak. So it's 2,000/4,000. You need it peak, because if you plug in certain compressors or certain motors, your power could surge for a split second really high. So this thing can handle it. So 2,000, you can run your refrigerator. I've run my refrigerator on this for days. It works fine as long as you can keep it charged, and that's a different thing. All right, so the amount of juice that's in here, how much capacity is 2,000 watt hours. So you remember that 2,000 watt hours, it has a 2,000 watt inverter. So right now it definitely meets all my standards. It's a pure sine wave inverter. The biggest one is pass-through. What is pass-through? Pass-through is being able to charge this either with the grid power, a generator, solar, your cigarette lighter in your car, and then take power out of it at the same time. So it does have that capacity, and that's what you're looking for. Don't buy one that doesn't have that capacity. You won't like it. Because this has a LiFePO4 battery, that is the battery I look for in any power box. LiFePO4. It's going to give you 2,000 complete cycle lives, which is a huge. You're not going to use 2,000 cycle lives. After the 2,000 cycle lives, the battery will not be as efficient. It's still going to work, but the battery is only going to be down to about 80–85% efficiency, which is still great. You're still going to do a lot of things with it, but it does have the best battery that I look for in a machine. It is heavy. It is about 50 pounds, and I like it being heavy. When I pick up a power box, I can tell by the weight. Usually, if it's the better battery, the FFPower, the lithium iron phosphate compared to the lithium ion battery. So it has the FFPower battery in it. The use of this thing is really easy. It has the good screen. I've seen ones with very small screens, hard to see. This one gives you how much hours you have left. Right now it's at 99 because we're not using it. So if you're using this, it's going to tell you how much life at the way you're using it you have left. It gives you the percentage of battery. We're at 100%. Then it's going to give you how many watts you're taking out and how many watts you're putting in. It gives you everything you're going to need to use this efficiently and manage your load. So, on this side, it has a nice cover and it has 6 outlets. It's all you really need. You're not going to use more than 6. That turns the unit on to give power to these. The reason it has an on-off switch here, to save power. When you run things on this machine, it takes power to run the machine in itself. On this side, this is where you put the power in. I like the doors. You have two ports. The first port is the solar port. This has an Anderson connector on it. So you plug it in here. This is standard cables to connect to an outside glass paneled solar panel. So you can connect panels that can stay outside permanently. If you use the folding kind that are cloth on the back of them, they're not waterproof. So if it's raining, you cannot charge your unit with the cloth ones. So that's why if you're going to get this, you need to buy glass panels so you can get them outside. If you're in a position where you can permanently mount glass panels outside, you are going to do wonderful, because that way you can keep this unit topped off. If the grid goes down, your panels are set up. This is in your house ready to go. You can easily unplug your refrigerator from the grid power, plug it into this, or plug it into a very short extension cord and run your refrigerator. So the Anderson power for the solar is rated at 500 watts maximum. So think of it, if it's 2,000 watt capacity, I can only put 500 watts in per hour, and if I can get the 500 watts, if my solar panels are the right size, if my sun is shining perfectly, everything's working out right for me, it would roughly take about 4 hours to charge this machine, which is great. When you compare it to all the other machines I've showed you, that's a decent, acceptable time for solar. Where this thing just is head and shoulder above the rest is its ability to use grid power. You plug this in, charge it from the grid. If the grid is down, you need to use your generator. That's why one of these paired with a Honda 2000 or 2200 or a Honda 3000 is the ultimate system. The reason is this charger in here is super fast, and it will charge at the rate of 1100 watts per hour. So technically, if there's only 2,000 watts in there, in less than 2 hours, roughly about 2 hours, I can take this from 0 back to 100. So if it's a grid down situation, or you're in a hurricane and you've lost power for weeks, very, very little fuel, if you have a good generator, can top this off. So if you can't use your solar, and you can't put any in with solar, very quickly you can top it off in about 2 hours. The ideal thing is to have 500 watts of solar panels outside your house permanently set up, and then you're putting power in all day long, and you can take power out. So you can really manage that load so you can get through the night with this running your refrigerator. So that's how we charge it. There is a reset here to protect the unit. If there's a lightning strike or some type of voltage spike, it's hopefully going to protect the unit before it hurts it. You'll just have to reset it. The front is easy, plain, easy to use. The screen is superb. It's big enough for I can see everything without my reading glasses. That is what I look for. I've seen screens so little, it's like I can't even see those numbers. This is your 12 volt. It has everything you need to run for 12 volt, from your cigarette lighter to different plug types. Everything you need is right here. Then you have your USB ports for all your tablets, all your phones, everything you need for USB. It definitely has the light. On and off, very easy. It comes with a place to put your cord. That is important. That way, if you grab your unit, your cord is sitting right here. So, to recap, it meets everything that I look for in a unit. It's got 2,000 watt hours of power. It has 2,000 watt inverter in it. It peaks up to 4,000. It has a lithium iron phosphate battery, my choice, the best one you can get. It has a pure sine wave inverter, and it has the pass-through capacity. That's what I'm looking for. I have nothing negative to say about the unit. It has worked fine. It has handled huge surge loads that we put on it, and I was very impressed when we run power equipment. So this is from FFPower. It comes down to a lot of these boxes are about the same. If you called me and we talked, I might not recommend this box. I might recommend a cheaper one. I might recommend a more expensive one, and I can give you that information. But this information is going to be geared right to you, what you're trying to power, how much money you have. If you have a generator, a gas generator that you already have that can help, we can work out a plan for you really to fit any budget. Now, if you get down in $300-400, it's very hard to do it, but we can come up with some solutions for you to give you limited power. This machine's going to do your refrigerator, freezer. A $300-400 machine is not. It's going to do lights and a fan. This has a lot of options for you. What are we looking at cost-wise? Amazon right now, I just looked at it, was about $1,600. They have a $250 coupon right under the thing. If you hit that little button, boom, it'll take $250 off your price. That button could disappear and your $250 could disappear. I don't know. I don't control that. I don't control Amazon. They also provided me with a discount code for people that watch this video. I will put it in the description and the first pinned comment. It's like 8 or 9% off. So that dropped the price. So it was like $1,600, $250 off of that. I think $128 off if you use the code, and it brought it down to $1,221. A respectable price for what you get. Those codes could disappear. If you are seriously looking for backup power, I will talk to you. We will find a system that will work for you. I've had no negatives about this system. I would highly recommend it if you're looking for one that if it fits you. But email me, southernprepper1@yahoo.com. Let's find the best system for you. I appreciate FFPower giving me this machine. I have nothing negative to say about it. It has worked fine. And I've really used it a lot. So I've had nothing negative happening. It's always scary when you get a new machine. It's like, uh-oh, is this thing going to work? Have I reviewed it? Have I tested it? Have I put it through the paces? I have on this one. Thanks for watching.